It began with a yellow envelope stamped with the emblem of the Lakeside Heritage Commission. Inside, folded crisply, was a letter claiming my property. A 5-acre stretch of wild forest by Twin Pines Lake had been misclassified for nearly a century. According to them, a historical easement had been improperly filed in 1912, which supposedly made the land communal under the local HOA's oversight. The letter concluded with a gentle but firm warning. Please cease all personal development until ownership and historical use rights are reviewed. I live in a modest log home built by my great-uncle in the 1950s. He passed it down to my mother, who left it to me. It has always been ours. And now, some HOA president with a genealogy chart and a smug signature wanted to erase it? That HOA president was Karen Halbrook. The timing couldn't have been more suspicious. Just 3 weeks earlier, I'd submitted a permit request to build a small dock and gazebo on my lakeside shore. Twin Pines Lake was private, and my land had nearly 300 feet of lakefront. Now suddenly, a historical claim surfaces. Karen had long wanted lake access for the HOA, which governed the surrounding properties. But my land sat like a wedge, cutting off direct water access to over 20 homes. Her response had always been passive-aggressive. Until now. Section 3. The Meeting from Hell. Karen summoned me to the HOA board's monthly meeting. We believe this land belongs to the community, she said, clicking through a slide presentation titled Twin Pines, A Shared History. One of the slides showed a grainy photo of settlers near the lake, supposedly proof of communal use. Another showed a blurry ledger from 1912. Karen looked triumphant. This ledger, she said, shows that your great-uncle's claim on the land was never formally registered. We believe it's legally open to community development. You believe wrong, I said. And you're about to regret pushing this. That night, I went into my grandfather's attic. He'd kept meticulous records, his veteran paperwork, land tax receipts, hunting licenses going back to 1955. In a leather folder, I found what I needed. An original land patent from 1898 issued to the Dawson family. That was us. Then came the real bombshell. Taped to the back of the deed was a letter written by Silas Monroe, the town's founder. In it, he outlined a failed attempt by the township to seize the lakefront during the Great Depression. The Dawsons refused to sell, he wrote. Their claim is absolute. Game on. I wasn't just dealing with HOA greed. I was dealing with a cover-up. Old newspaper clippings showed that Karen's great-grandfather had been on the original Lakeside Development Board in the 1940s. The same board that tried to redraw property lines to include public boat ramps. Karen wasn't just trying to make HOA history. She was trying to rewrite it. Section 6. The Public Records Office. I took my documents to the county recorder. The clerk, a skeptical woman named Marcia, spent 2 hours verifying everything. You know what this means? She said, tapping the patent with her pen. They built the HOA fence 10 feet onto your land in 1997. That whole walking path is yours. My eyes narrowed. Including the new playground? She nodded. All of it. I sent a cease and desist letter to the HOA. Karen responded by holding a community vote to assert collective interest. She held signs in front yards, launched a website, even hired a historical consultant. But what she didn't know was that the consultant had already reached out to me. This is a clear case of manufactured heritage, he said, handing me his report. No legal standing whatsoever. I called a town press event. With the local paper and news channel present, I unveiled a printed map, the original land patent, the county's confirmation, and a final bombshell, a copy of Karen's emails, obtained through a whistleblower, showing she intended to fabricate usage claims to pressure a buyout. Gasps filled the hall. Karen stormed out. I filed suit for property interference, historical fraud, and defamation. The HOA tried to countersue for slander, but the judge? Oh, he loved paper. After 4 hearings, he dismissed the HOA's case entirely and issued an order. All structures built within the disputed zone shall be removed at HOA expense. Defendant's land ownership is affirmed. Within a week, the HOA's president and 2 board members resigned. Karen was named in 2 more suits by homeowners misled about their property rights. She moved out of the community within the month. Her legacy? A cracked walking trail leading to nowhere. I turned the newly reclaimed land into a public wildflower sanctuary. No fences, no restrictions, just a plaque that read, Property of the Dawson family, preserved for all. Tank, my dog, loves it. So do the kids who come by to sketch the lake. One day, I received a handwritten letter from Karen. It simply said, You were right. I was wrong. I just wanted to make something beautiful and forgot whose beauty mattered. I didn't reply. But I framed it. My land stayed mine. The lake stayed open. And the story? It went viral. Reddit called it the Great HOA Backfire. TikTok called me the Heritage Avenger. But I just think of myself as a man who said no. And meant it. Sometimes the best revenge isn't revenge at all. It's truth. It's patience. And it's one quiet man with a file cabinet full of receipts. Section 15. And still, the lake sings. Each morning, I sit on the porch with coffee and listen to the loons. The HOA can file all the claims they want. But the truth? The truth is older than Karen. Older than her lies. Older than the lake homes and their painted fences. Truth, like land, cannot be faked. Subscribe to DD Stories for more unbelievable HOA tales you won't hear anywhere else.